Well, hello. Hi. It's Diane Evans with stampinwithdiane.com. I'm excited to be here on Maureen Power's Facebook and also on my own Facebook and my YouTube on my YouTube channel as well. Um, I am very excited, but I have issues because I had something happen. So I'm hoping I'm not going to lose my camera. If I do, I'm going to stop and come right back on. And the reason being for that is it's because I couldn't set my camera into a mode because it was on low power mode. I have no idea. It's technical sort of stuff. So in any event, if you are joining me, say hello, tell me where you're from. Now, if you've come on to a Facebook group, like it is on Maureen's, what is going to happen is I'm not going to see your name. So I'm relying on Maureen to do all the comments that are there. I hope that this is something that you're going to enjoy doing. I love doing videos. So it's something that Maureen has, she has started following me on some things. And let's see how it all goes. Anyways, I had asked Maureen what she wanted me to do. So she had said, what about a gift card holder? So I'm all about gift card holders. This is one gift card holder that the style itself, um, I've used this uh, measurements and everything else quite a few times. And I really do like this particular one because it tends to, you can do a lot of different things with it. Now, I hesitated and I wasn't sure whether or not to do a Christmas gift card holder or if I should do something else. So hello, Judy. Like I say, I cannot see who you are unless you state who you are, unless you've given permission. All right, so let's get started. I'm just going to go down to um, my desktop here, and we're going to do a Christmas one. I want to do one with the Eden's Garden. I thought it was going to be just absolutely gorgeous, but I really thought that maybe what I should do is do a Christmas one. Why not get started, right, for the busy season? So we are going to use the Christmas season stamp set and the dies that go along with it. Beautiful stamp set. Remember, when you do buy these together, you do save the 10%. And really, you get not only all these to cut out these stamp sets, but you get labels. And I'm all about any kind of dies that you can get labels from. So we're going to do some stamping with this, and then we're going to make our gift card holder. Another thing that we are using in this is my go-to. This is my Stitch So Sweetly dies. I absolutely love these dies. I use them all the time. Use them so much that a lot of times what I do is I have two sets. So in any event, I do see some of my people that are peeping on there. There's Dorothy and Laura. So thank you for joining me. So I am using one of my favorite colors, the soft succulent, and I'm using evening evergreen as well. So I have a piece of, this is our cardstock. It's 4¼ by 11 inches. And I've gone ahead and I've scored it at 4⅛ inches. And I've also scored it at 9½ inches. Now I'm going to tell you to do one thing here. What you're going to do is you're going to fold this to the inside. I always fold into the mountain. And by folding into the mountain, you get it where they're even sides. But on this particular one, it doesn't matter. But I'm going to ask you at this point is just to turn it over and take a pencil, because this is something that can be done. And I just want you to draw a pencil line along here. I used to do this type of gift card holder when we had our envelope punch boards, but unfortunately we don't have those anymore. Another thing that I'm going to do is I'm just going to get you to get a ruler, and we're going to just put a tick mark at the 3/4 inch mark from that end and the 3/4 inch mark from that end. And then what's going to happen is that when this closes, I'm going to show you what we're going to do. Like I say, I used to use the gift card holder, but now you can use this tailored punch die. This I think is on back order, or I think it might be coming back into it might be back in stock. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go right in that middle part there and come down and notch that part out. And then I'm going to do the same on this particular side as well. So it's going to be right there, come down and notch this out. Yeah, this is a bonus Facebook Live for my people. So what's going to happen with this is going to come like this and like this, and it's going to hold it shut once we've got this part shut. So this is a great way, like I say, is just turning it inside out and going that way. Now, I probably should go and erase that because I'll probably forget about it afterwards. So all right, so this is going to be the base of our gift card holder. It's just going to go like this. I also have another piece, and this piece here is at 3.5 inches by 7 inches, and it is scored. Originally, I had done this at another one, and I think once you start doing this and doing them more, you find different tips. Like it's this one here that was something that just came up from, I don't know. I didn't like the way that it worked. So anyways, this is scored at 3/8 of an inch. And then it's also scored at 5.25 inches. So I'm going to go like this. I'm going to come in with my bone folder, and I should have used my bone folder on that as well. It's going to go this way, but I'm going to score it or fold it down this opposite way. So it's going to go like this. And this is going to be like a pull-out one. All right. So we've kind of got these pieces together, and I don't want to put it together until we've got the rest of the card all ready to go. All right. So I have some different layering pieces. I have some evening evergreen, and where this is actually going to go is we're going to decorate it like this. This is the largest scallop from the Stitch So Sweetly. And then the second largest scallop I've got here, and I've done it in the basic white. And then I've got a couple of these dies. Like I say, there's this, and I've got one that's in white as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cut this one in half so that I've got layering on there. Now, I could have gone ahead and used the labels from here, but they just weren't quite big enough. So I just wanted to show you that you could change that. Okay. I've still got my videos, so that's a good sign. This was my other phone. Oh my goodness, you drop a phone and things go nuts. So with this evening evergreen, I want a border around this white piece here. So like I say, I'm just prepping everything here. And let's just get that there. All right. So we've got that. Now what we want to do is to do some stamping. I like getting everything ready, and then I'll show you how it all comes together. All right. So I also have a piece here, and this piece is actually going to go on the bottom down here. And this piece measures, let's see, this is 1 1/4 by 4 inches. And then this one is 1 inch by 3 3/4 inches. And this happens to be from the Christmas Tidings designer series paper from the annual catalog. All right, so I've got this. Let's go in and do some stamping from here. Because it is photopolymer, I am using my paper piecing mat. So let's grab some ink. I'm going to grab the evening evergreen, and I'm also going to grab some, I think I'll go with early espresso for my pine cones, and I'm going to need some cherry cobbler also for my berries on there. So let's go ahead and let's stamp our pine cones. So it's 2-step distinctive stamping. So what you want to do is you want to get the stamp set that's the fuller one. Oops. And then we're just going to put this on here like this. And then I'm also going to do the small pine cone. And then let's go ahead and get some other stuff stamped. So I'm going to, let's see, this is Evening Evergreen. Here. And this is going to be the piece that I'm going to go ahead and use the berries with. Now, I'm hoping that this doesn't come off. And this is cherry cobbler that I'm actually using. And this just lines up perfectly. Well, maybe not perfectly, but because it's the user that lines it up perfectly, right? All right, so let's put that like that. And then let's see, what else do I want? Because I'm going to actually be putting this on here, I'm going to be doing some stamping on here as well. I'm going to put this sort of stuff off to the side there. So I've got this piece here, and I'm just going to come with my Evening Evergreen. And I guess, first of all, I should probably stamp the sentiment on here. So I didn't know which sentiment to use. So I've got a few ones that are really good. Happy Christmas from our home to yours. I really like this one. A joyful Christmas to you and yours. I think you guys, I don't know how many times I've used this one. If anything, this is the one I've used the most out of all of my stamps. This sentiment. I really like it. So let me see. So I'm just going to put this off to this one side. Let's hope I've got that straight. There we go. And then I can go ahead and I can put this here. Let's go. Maybe I can put, I'm going to get this ink on here. Just like so. And some there. All right. And then what I want to do is, let's see, do I want to have some, let's see, this is going to go on there. This is going to go on there. That might be enough. I'm thinking that it would be enough. Now what we have to do is do our second layer on our pine cones. Now I want it to look like there's snow on my pine cones. So yeah, just to ask Maureen, I am a big embossing person. So this is pretty dry, but I think what I'm going to do is just, I'm going to actually dry it just a bit more because I want to make sure that my embossing powder is going to hit where it's supposed to hit. So I could have actually used my white ink pad instead of using embossing. But I think it looks nice and it looks more real if you go ahead and you have this with the white embossing. Oh, look. Does that happen to you where the thing comes off of the stamp set because the stick is gone? Just take your chamois and just wipe the back of it. And then when you've got a chance, make sure that you go and wash it with some very, very mild dishwashing detergent. So I'm just going to use Versamark on here. So I'll just put that there. And like I say, is this the right one? Yeah. Like I say, it's going to look like snow on my pine cones. And then I'm going to do the same with the other one, the other pine cone. This was the base one. This is going to be the one that goes on top. So what is it back there? It's like 2:45 back in Newfoundland, right? And it's only early morning here still. Well, not early, I guess, 10 o'clock. So there we go there. And I'm just going to use my white embossing powder. And when I heat this, you'll see that it's going to look like the snow. All right. Starting to come together. All right, so let's just heat set this, and then we're going to have to die cut it. Normally I could have done this ahead of time. Yeah, great. Like I say, sometimes it's just a matter of experimenting with a bit of different things, but it kind of adds to the white that's on the card itself. Okay. If that's, just want to make sure it's stuck. Well, that wouldn't have been good if I didn't heat that up properly. Okay. All right. So now I can use my dies and my mini cut and emboss machine. Couldn't live without this machine, that's for sure. So I'm just going to go ahead here. We got a layer 1 and a layer 2 on my mini cut and emboss. I'm just going to come in with this one. And I use Post-it note tape to keep this down. So, and I just keep it on my stand here. So, and it's a little bit, a little bit stickier. And you know what? I'm not going to be able to do it on that one at the same time, or else it's going to, it's not that one, it's this one. And this. There we go. There. All right, so let's do this. So yeah, there's a great offer that's happening right now, and it's probably one of the better sales of the season, and that's the joining offer. Joanne is your demonstrator. Reach out to Joanne. What a great thing. It just shows you the community that's involved, because I met Joanne through Stampin' Up, obviously. So that just shows how the community of Stampin' Up works together. So yeah. And if you're in my area, by all means, I'd love you to join my team. We have a lot of fun. I know that there's one or two of my team members on here right now. We have events, and I'm sure that Maureen does an awful lot of that herself. All right, so we've got those all cut out. And should I do one more green one? I'm wondering. You know what? I might do, let's just do this just in case we need it. I'm just going to stamp this with the Evening Evergreen. Like I say, just in case we need it. And you know what? I'm going to stamp this one in Soft Succulent. And the reason I'm taking Soft Succulent is because I want to show you something that maybe you don't know. And ooh, I'm stamping without that paper piecing mat. So let's see. This is going to work okay. Then there's another piece that is in this stamp set. And it's this piece. And for a long time, I didn't know how it worked, but I'll show you how it works. So this is the Evening. Let's see, look at that. I've used these stamp sets so much. And this just goes on here. And I can't really see because of the camera, but let's just take a look. See how that just gives a bit of the shadowing in there. And I'm going to quickly cut this one out as well. Like I say, we have the time because we're stamping together, right? Now, I'm going to take this piece here, this one here, And you notice I did it a little uneven down at the bottom here, but that's okay, because what we're going to do is I'm just going to put that there. Put that there. There we go. Now I can get rid of, never get rid of this beautiful machine. But it's so great. And you know, I don't know if anyone I have lots of people that see me when I'm in the airport, and I put together an awful lot of things in the airport. This is only 2.5 pounds. Unfortunately, I already have one. Like I say, I'm going away to Winnipeg for Christmas, and I already have my one in Winnipeg. All right, I think we're ready to get going on this card. Okay, so I'll bring in all my bits and pieces, and let's get going. This is kind of the fun part where you just put everything all together, right? Move this out of the way, or else I'm going to have a real accident happening there. All right, so this is our card front. It goes like this. So we're going to, first of all, let's layer these two pieces on here. So am I going to use seal, or am I going to use glue? Well, it looks like it's going to be glue today. All right. So let's just layer this onto here. Now, one thing that would be good is, should I use, I have to put, have to put some ribbon on here, because that's what's going to hold this card piece down. So should I use the soft succulent ribbon, or should I use the evening evergreen ribbon? I'm going to let you guys talk about that and see what you say. Now, this is going to go on here, but let's get this starting to be layered. I like lots of layers on my gift cards, but I'm going to, at this point, and it looks like I got a few marks on here, but it's going to be covered, so I'm okay with that. Let's just put that there. Now, like I say, I've done this, and normally this is when I use my seal. And I don't know where it went to. Well, I'm going to have to use glue. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue right on this part here. And on this part, soft succulent. Oh my goodness, see? I don't know why I do that. So far, soft succulent is winning, but it might help once you see it all together before I do that, because that's something I can add at the end, so we're okay with that. So this, like I say, is just going to have this here. And we're just going to trim a little bit of that off. Oh dear. You guys are too funny. You don't agree. So this is going to go on here, but we are going to use dimensionals on here. Now, I could use the black dimensionals, and I think I will, because this is going to show from a dark color. I don't know who's commenting, so it's, yes, life is interesting with all these different. So just think of it this way. You could make 2 of these. You could do one in the soft succulent, and you could do one in the evening evergreen. Sometimes it's good to, I could even do a white on there. So this is just going to go on here like this. And then I've got these pieces here. I'm going to use the white dimensionals on here, though. get those off. I don't know if Maureen's people know about this, but I use my Take Your Pick always to take off my dimensionals. Anyways, so I'm going to have this go here. I'm going to have this one go on here. And I have this little guy here going there, and that's going to give us a tiny bit of red. Now, I want to also go ahead and put a dimensional on the top there. And then I'm just going to put some glue so that it goes on the bottom. I've used this set quite a bit. I thought at one point I wasn't using it enough, and then now I'm seeing that I'm using it all the time. All right, so that piece there is going to go right on here. So I think we'll see, we'll glue that on there now. Now, tear and tape is going to be your best friend also for this project in just a second, where I'll show you that. We could put some more red on here too. I could put some more berries on there, which I might do afterwards. So we've got that going that way. Like I say, oh, where did that go to now? Somebody help me. Oh my goodness. Now I've lost those pieces that went right here. It's not cool. Oh, one's on the floor. It's on the floor. So this is going to go on here like so. It's just going to go on here. All right. So this piece here is the piece that's going to go where it's going to, when I do this, it's going to flip up. So there's a couple things that we have to do. So we need to put some tear and tape on this side here. It's not scored very good. So Newfoundland is on my bucket list. It is on my bucket list to get to. Actually, it was the trip I was going to make this year, but of course, well, we all know why that didn't happen. So I'm putting some on this part, and then I'm also going to put some on this part right here. Now, at this point, you can decide, do you want to put a sentiment? So let me just take this off. Just burnish that if it doesn't come up very good. And this is just going to go on there. Okay, so at this point, you can decide, do you want to have a sentiment put right here? Now, remember, a gift card is going to go in there. So is it going to be, oh, and I haven't even got a gift card here. How sad is that? So if you decide that you're going to put a sentiment right here, we want to do that before we put it together. So this could be, you could even do for you could be put there. And the best one for you is the Peaceful Cabins. But let's see. There we go. So let's see. No, I can actually just even put this in here. And I'm going to, I'll just put, see, is that going to be enough? No. You know, ow. I think we are going to put, what are we going to put there? Okay, we can go here, wishing you a joyful Christmas. So let's do that. This is from the Words of Cheer die. I do tend to mix up all my dies, that's for sure. So at least this is something that they can enjoy afterwards. So I'm actually going to put this up here, up towards the top. And I'm going to bring in that paper piercing mat again. So I want to make sure that this is good and stamped. All right, so this I'm going to just put right up at the top. There we go. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to put this into the card. So I'm taking this piece of the tear and tape off. And now what we're going to do is I'm going to line this up here. Now this is going above the score line right here. So just like that. Like so. And then this is going to go, whoops, don't want that. Did I get that straight? All right, so then what happens, and I'm going to show you, I'm just going to take a piece of paper and show you what a gift card would look like. So a gift card could go right in there like that. That way, at least we're going to see that part. So now, soft succulent, or I've got to look back and see what everyone said. Looks like soft succulent is what people said. So this is going to go around here at the bottom. So do you want soft succulent there, or do you want the evening evergreen? Awesome. Okay, so there's that or that. Like I say, I could use both. I'm wondering. Let's do, well, it's funny because soft succulent one before, now evening evergreen is. Okay, so I'm going to tie this around here. And the reason I'm doing this around here is so that this part stays. I don't want to put any tear and tape here because there could be a chance that it could stick. And then the slider part's not going to work. So, okay, I'm going to tie this like this. And I've got another tip coming here. Nobody else is in my studio. So I need that third finger, right? So let me just bring in a glue dot. I'm going to use a glue dot right here. And all we're going to do is just put a glue dot right there. And that's going to hold that ribbon in place so that I can tie this bow. Well, easier said than done. It helps when the glue dot is on there. Okay, so bring that around. Just going to get that down there. Yeah, I know I'm such a ribbon person. All right. So usually the best way to tie a ribbon is upside down. I'm going to do this with the bunny ears. And we're just going to tie it into a bow there. And the key to bows is always make sure it's good and tight. So here we go here. So pull that down, put that into a bow, and then let's trim that off. Okay. And if these don't stay in place, you can always go ahead and you can always put them down with glue dots as well. All right, so we've got, this is our card. It's just going like this. So this is our gift card. And like I say, I could even put some of this on here if we wanted to. Or now when we go to pull this up, open this, this is where our gift card is going to slide up and down. And you know, I think I could even do this. I think I'm going to go ahead and put this up here, and then the gift card can be here. That was an afterthought, but that'll work. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and glue that. There we go. Like I say, it looked a lot better. I had the perfect color gift card that would have looked so pretty in here. You could have even done this in the white. Now, what other thing? We have to make sure that we go in and we embellish, right? So just let me stick that down in there. And I'm going to use Genial Gems. I think that worked just fine. These, even though these say that these are, what colors are they? They're supposed to be, ooh, I can't even remember now because I don't even use them for the right colors. There we go. Anyways, it's like that. And there's our card. So I hope you like that. Like I say, that's using the Christmas season and the dies and the Stitch So Sweetly. So there's that. Last year I'd gone ahead and I had made this one. Oops, and I put it over something that's wet. That's not very good. So definitely. This was done with that designer series paper that is still available. And of course, the same sort of idea. This one is off by a bit here. And I can kind of show you that. And it's off by a bit. And that's because I didn't measure it this way that I measured there. So it works a lot better when you measure the way that I had said to do that. So there you go. There's your card. You know, I could have put red on there too. The red would have looked good. Those ones that are in the red and the gold. Ooh, that would have been nice. Might even have to try one like that. So, like I say, I hope you enjoyed that. It was fun. It's nice to be able to always share with another group. Make sure that you do give the thumbs up. If you do go into my YouTube channel, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel. That way you get notified when I do these live presentations. Also, like I say, reach out to Maureen if you are in Newfoundland. And if not, reach out to me if you have any questions or anything like that. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. I know I had fun with it. I didn't have issues with my phone, so that's a good thing. But anyways, have a great day, and we will hopefully see you soon. Bye for now. Just got to go and shut me off.